Today, I will talk about a little bit more examples on finding equations of circles. But in today's example and exercise, instant drill, apart from just finding equation of circles, uh, the in the problems in the exercise, the techniques involved will be including the equation of straight lines and maybe distance formula or slope formula and so on. Okay, it will be integrated. Okay, so merging all the techniques we have learned about the coordinate system together. Okay, but don't worry, don't worry. So I think this topic is not really very challenging because for every little part uh, of the knowledge, there will be keywords or key sentence guiding you to the corresponding knowledge or to use the corresponding formula. Okay，呢一課咧雖然係好多嘢，但係咧即係我會覺得未係算係非常之難去處理嘅。因為每一樣嘢咧，即係佢問親你每一樣嘢咧，基本上佢都要俾一啲資料你，然之後咧俾一啲 keyword 你，跟住咧你就可以喺即係你哋嘅知識嘅裏邊咧，去到揾翻一條 formula 咧，去到做或者一個方法咧，去到做呢條問題咁樣嘅。OK，即係都係咧，唔會話好需要自己諗下有啲咩方法啊，或者有啲咩公式啊，唔需要自己諗嘅。你睇下有啲咩 keyword 咁就得噶啦。OK，all right. So let's turn to page 7.24. 7.24, and I have uploaded a new classwork on the Math app. So please remember to submit the Math app today. 好似得2至3題嘅啫今日啊。Okay, so example 14. So a circle C passes through 2 points, point P and point Q. A straight line L cuts the x-axis and y-axis at Q and R respectively. The center of C lies on L. 好啦，嗱第一樣嘢咧，你要認到而家呢個題目裏邊有幾多條線，有幾多條線。嗱，我話圓形係屬於一條線嘅，得唔得？喺坐標嚟講啊，淨係講緊圓形，即係圓周嗰條線嘅啫。Okay, so for the circle in the coordinate plane, we will consider the circle as a line, as a curved line. Okay, and that is the circumference of the circle. Okay, and then in this question we have a circle and the name of the circle is C, and we also have a straight line and the name of the straight line is L. Okay, and then in part A, find the equation of L, which means that the question asks us to find the equation of the straight line. 係嘛？嗱，好清晰嘅啲嘢。題目咧叫我哋揾 equation of L， 而 L 係一條直線嚟嘅，所以我哋即係要揾一條 equation of straight line。咁我哋就會記得咧係用 point slope equation 呢3個 step 去做嘅。OK， do we have so what information do we have about the straight line L? It is in this description. A straight line L cuts the x-axis and the y-axis at Q and R respectively. 咁即係話咧 ，Q 嗱 Q 係有坐標㗎 ，Q 係有坐標 ，R 都有坐標㗎，係咪即係有2個點啊？ We have 2 points with coordinates lying on the straight line L. So we have these 2 informations, point Q and point R are on the straight line L. Okay, so we have points, right? 咁我有嚟喎 ，point. Just choose either point Q or point R. So I choose point Q. It's 4, 0. Okay. How about the slope? we do not have slope directly, but we have the coordinates of 2 points. So we are able to calculate the slope by the slope formula, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Okay, so that is 8 minus 0 divided by 0 minus 4. Okay, and that should be equal to -2. So now we have the point, we have the slope, and then we can write down the equation by the point slope form. Okay, maybe equation of L. Okay, so that should be y minus y1 equals m bracket x minus x1. Remember this? 呢啲要記㗎啦，即係你再連 point slope form 都唔熟都唔記嘅話咧，咁就冇辦法做到呢一課嘅題目啦。呢啲要好基本嘢嚟㗎嚇。Okay, so y is equal to -2x plus 8, and then we will move all the terms to the left hand side. So 2x plus y minus 8 is equal to 0. And that is the equation of L. It's okay? 好啦，跟住 find the coordinates of the center of C. Center of C. So 嗱呢度咧，你打粒星落去啊。So please put a star here. Do we have information about the center of C? We do not have coordinates of the C, but it is given that the center of C lies on L. OK， 好啦 ，C 係嗰個圓形 ，C 係個圓形係咪？咁而家咧，我哋未有 C 嘅坐標嚟嘅，未有 C 嘅坐標係咪？咁跟住咧，但係咧，我哋有 C 嘅資料 ，C 嘅 centre 嘅資料 ，sorry，OK。咁嘅時候咧，佢係喺個 L 上面嘅話，我哋就可以 put 入去 ，put 一點嘅坐標入去 L 嘅 equation 裏邊，因為佢係喺即係佢嗰點咧係 lies on 嗰條線嘅話咧，你記住我哋就可以 put 嗰點嘅坐標入去嗰條線嘅 equation 裏邊。咁但係我哋而家未有坐標喎，係嘛？圓形嘅圓心嘅坐標我哋未有喎，咁我哋咧就唔好怕 let 佢做 HK 先 ，let the coordinates of the center of C be HK。OK，H 同埋 K 得唔得？圓心嘅坐標叫佢做 H 同埋 K。好啦，第一樣嘢頭先講咗啦 ，the center of C lies on L， so we can put the coordinates of the center into the equation of L. Okay, so put HK into L. The equation of L is 2x plus y minus 8 equals 0, and it becomes 2h plus k minus 8 equals 0. 好啦 ，put 完咁點咧？我哋一條式裏邊有兩個未知數嘅話咧，我哋係未 ready 去到計到 either 一個未知數出嚟嘅。但係我哋可以做一樣嘢喎，個 k 可唔可以轉做 subject 先啊 ？So make the k to be the subject of the equation for future use. Okay, it becomes 8 minus 2h, and label this to be equation 1. Okay, and then 好啦，跟住我哋仲有啲咩資料咧？嗱，我哋要一式同埋二式啦，因為有兩個未知數啊嘛，係嘛？所以咧，我要第一個資料同埋第二個資料嘅。關於 circle C 嘅，仲有啲咩資料未用咧？就係話 the circle C passes through 2 points P and Q， 係嘛？好啦，咁而家即係咩意思咧？嗱，如果嗰個圓形係穿過咗呢兩點嘅話咧，咁即係話咧，如果個 centre 連去 point P 嗰度，係咪就係個 radius 啊？ OK， 嗱呢度咧你可以唔使抄住喺度，但係咧你陣間要明白我講緊啲咩啊 ？Distance between center and point P is equal to h minus 1 square plus k minus 1 square. Can you get this? Okay. And distance between the center and point Q is equal to h minus 4 square plus k minus 0 square. OK， 由圓心去到 point P 係咪就係個半徑嚟㗎？因為 point P 喺個圓周上面啊嘛，喺圓形嗰條線上面㗎嘛，係嘛 ？OK， 由圓心去到圓形上面任何一點嘅話咧，嗰個距離咪就係半徑嘅距離咯。OK，and then the distance between center and Q is another point on the same circle, which means that this distance is also equal to the radius. So this distance is the radius, and this distance is also the radius, which means that this distance, okay, distance 1 should be equal to distance 2. Can you get this? Because both of them are the radius of the same circle. All right? And then let us simplify this equation. When both sides are taking square root, we can square both sides to cancel out the square root. So h minus 1 square plus k minus 1 square is equal to h minus 4 square plus k minus 0 is just k. So it's k square. And then we can expand all the brackets. So h square minus 2h plus 1 plus k square minus 2k plus 1 is equal to h square minus 8h plus 16 plus k square. 雖然你拆完呢步嘅時候咧，你發現好多 terms 出咗嚟嘅。不過咧，你望真啲，係咪所有嘅二次方嘅 terms 都係一 pair 咁出現㗎？一左一右咁樣㗎？其實係可以互相 cancel 走晒喎。Okay, so what is remaining in the equation is like this, right? And the right hand side is negative h plus 16. So the h square on the left and the h square on the right are cancelled by each other. K square on the left and the k square on the right are cancelled by each other. Okay, and then I need to move all the terms to the left hand side. Okay, so negative 2h plus 8h. And then we have negative 2k plus 1 minus 16 equals 0. And then calculate the like terms. So 8h minus 2k plus 2 minus 16, that is minus 14 equals 0. I found that all the numbers are even numbers. So I divide all the numbers by 2 and call this equation 2. Okay? And now we have equation 1 and equation 2. And we have the k to be the subject of equation 1. So we can substitute equation 1 into equation 2 directly. Sub 1 into 2. Okay? Equation 2 is 3h minus k, but k will be replaced by 8 minus 2h, and then minus 7 equals 0. And then remove the brackets. So 3h minus 8 plus 2h minus 7 equals 0. So we have 5h minus 15 equals 0. 5h is equal to 15. H is 15 over 5. That is 3. And then after finding the value of h, we can substitute the value of h into equation 1. Okay, and k is equal to h minus 2 times 3. That should be equal to 2. And in part B, the question asks us to find the coordinates of the center of C. And the center of C will be h and k. And now we have already found the values of h and k. So we can answer the question. Therefore, the center of C is 3 and 2. Okay, so that is the answer of part B. Can you get this? 呢題係難嘅嚇，係難嘅。咁但係咧，你記一記嘅話咧，就應該可以起碼攞到嗰啲 M 分嘅 method 分，得唔得 ？OK， 因為咧個方法其實係容易嘅，不過咧個難就難在咧中間嗰啲計算嘅啫，得唔得？所以咧希望大家咧喺呢度咧都可以攞到嗰啲 M 分嘅噃，好唔 OK？ 即係列到條式嘅話咧，就可以攞到 M 分㗎啦，明白？好啦，跟住 Part C, find the equation of C in the general form. C is the circle, so we need to find the equation of a circle. So we need center, radius, and then equation, right? Do we have center of C? Yes, we have already found the center of C in part B. So center will be 3 and 2, okay? Do we have radius? No. Okay, it is not given, but we have already found something about the radius here. Okay, this is distance between the center and P. Distance between the center and Q are the radius. Do you remember this? The radius of the circle C. Okay, these two. 呢兩個都係代表緊個圓形嘅 radius 嚟嘅，因為係由圓心拉到去圓周上面嘅一點之間嘅距離，係咪？咁所以咧呢兩個都係半徑嚟嘅噃。頭先我哋寫呢兩個半徑出嚟嘅時候咧，係咪 in terms of h 同埋 k 㗎？係咪？大家都係 in terms of h 同埋 k 嘅。但係當我哋而家揾到個 h 同埋 k 之後咧，我哋咪就係用翻同一條式咧，就可以計翻個 radius 出嚟啦。Okay, so the radius can be calculated by h minus 1. So that should be 3 minus 1 squared plus k minus 1. So that should be k 2. 2 minus 1 squared. Okay, and that should be equal to 2 squared plus 1 squared. Okay, so that's square root 5. Square root 5 is not a nice number. Okay, just keep the square roots here. Okay, don't write the long decimal number. So radius has been found, which means that we are ready to write down the equation of the circle C. Okay, the equation of C will be x minus h, that is 3 squared, plus y minus k, that is 2 squared, equals r squared. Square root 5 bracket square. Okay, so it's x minus 3 squared plus y minus 2 squared is equal to 5. But the question asks you to find the equation of C in the general form, which means that we need to expand all the bracket. Okay, it's x squared. 不過放心，喺 DSE 或者平時考試測驗咧，我都唔會指定，一定唔會指明咧。要係 general form 嘅，即係基本上咧，你可以唔使拆個括號都可以攞到答案分㗎啦。聽到我呢度 ，OK。咁不過而家呢度咧，因為個書嘅關係咧，我哋就做埋㗎啦。Like this. Okay. So the equation of C in the general form is like this. Okay. And this is the standard form. This is the standard form. If the question did not request you to express the answer in general form, then this standard form can be the answer. And you can get the full mark from this form. Okay, is it clear? So this one is example 14, and I would like you to do the instant drill number 14. Let's do the instant drill number 14 together. 嗱，因為時間關係咧，咁就我唔俾時間你哋做啦呢度，我哋一齊做啊，因為啲題咧都比較難少少。OK， 咁我哋一齊做啊。The circle C passes through the 2 points P and Q. The x-intercept and y-intercept of the straight line L are both 5. The center of C lies on L. Find the equation of L. Okay, so L is a straight line and C is the circle. And the question asks us to find the equation of L, that is the equation of straight line. So what do we have about the equation about the straight line L? We have x-intercept being 5 and y-intercept are also equal to 5. Okay? 好啦，如果係 x-intercept 嘅話咧，係5嘅話咧，咁即係個坐標係啲咩咧 ？x-intercept 嘅邊個坐標係等於0嘅咧？呢個記得嗬。嗱，應該我教嘅學生嘅話咧，應該隨時都可以答到呢條問題㗎啦。x-intercept the y coordinate will be 0, which means that it should be 5, 0. Okay? For the x-intercept. And then for the y-intercept, because it is also 5, but we know that for the y-intercept, the x coordinate should be equal to 0, and then the y coordinate is that y-intercept. Okay? Coordinates is like this. So now I want to find the equation of L. I need point slope equation. Okay, so point, I just choose any one point to be the point, 5, 0. And then slope, it is not given, but now we have the coordinates of 2 points. So we can use the slope formula to calculate the slope of the straight line. So that is the y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. And then it should be equal to -1. And equation of L should be calculated by y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. Okay, so that's y equals -x plus 5. And then move all the terms to the side where x is positive. So x plus y minus 5 equals 0. That is the equation of L. Is that okay? Then part B. As same question as the one in example 14. We are going to find the coordinates of the center of C, okay? And we do not have any x coordinate or y coordinates about the center of C. So we will let the coordinates of the center of C be H and K first, okay? First, again, the center of C lies on L, which means that we can put this coordinates into the equation of L. Okay, so put H, K into L. Okay, so H plus K minus 5 equals 0. And then we will make one of them to be the subject. K is equal to 5 minus H. And make it equation 1. And then we also have the coordinates of 2 points lying on the circle. So we can construct the radius, that is distance between the center and P is equal to this. So H minus 0 plus square plus K minus 5 square. Okay, and then the distance between the center and the other point Q, 0, -3, will be calculated by H minus 0 square plus K minus -3 square. Okay, and then because both of them are the distance between the center and a point on the circle. So both of them are the radius of the circle, which means that these two distances should be equal to each other. 係嘛？兩個都係由圓心出發去到圓周上面嘅一點嘅距離嚟嘅。咁所以咧，兩個都係半徑嘅長度。咁即係兩個係相等啦。Okay, so both of them has a square root. So let us cancel out the square root first. So this is k plus 3, right? And then h, well, actually, the h minus 0 can be just h. Okay, and then we can expand the bracket. So h squared plus k squared minus 10k plus 25. Right hand side is h squared plus k squared plus 6k plus 9. And again, can you see that the h squared terms can be cancelled by each other. And then k squared term can also be cancelled by each other. So what is remaining? Wait. Yes, that's okay. Oh, this one is actually very easy. Because, so what is remaining is negative 10k plus 25 is equal to 6k plus 9. Okay, and there is no more h term. Only the k term is still here. So from this equation, I can already calculate the value of k. Okay, so moving the k terms to one side and the constant terms to the other side, we'll get 16 equals 16k, which means that k is equal to 1. Okay, we have already found one of the unknown, so we can substitute the value of k into equation 1. We do not need equation 2, okay, because from the potential equation 2, the h is already eliminated. So what is remaining is an equation with k only. Okay, so 1 is equal to 5 minus h, and then h is equal to 4. So that is the center. Therefore, the center is 4 and 1. Okay, and that is the answer of part B. And in part C, the question asks you to find the equation of C in general form. We have center, and actually we can calculate radius. Okay. Center is hk, that is 4, 1. And then radius will be distance between center and P. So that should be h minus 0 squared plus k minus 5 squared. Okay, and that should be 4 squared plus negative 4 squared. So that should be square root 32. Okay. And then we can write down the equation. So that is x minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals r squared. Okay, it's x minus 4 squared plus y minus 1 squared equals 32. Expanding the bracket. Finally, minus 15. So that is the answer. Is that okay? So now, so I would continue talking about the other questions tomorrow. If there's no more problem, then that is the end of this lesson, and you may leave now. Goodbye.